Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. In the previous video, we learned how to deploy a Laravel project with Docker, and in that project, we used the MySQL as a database. As I promised, in this tutorial, we are going to use PostgreSQL as a database for our project. So let's dive into the code and change the Docker Compose configuration. As you can see, we have a DB service and a pgadmin service. I want to comment all these lines of code because we don't need them anymore, but I don't want to delete them because I will push this change to my GitHub account, and it's up to you to choose your database. So let's create a new DB service, which I will use Postgres image, and I want to give its container a Postgres name, and then I want to define volumes. The volume is attached to the container's volume, and that will save our data locally, and it's useful when the container is removed. So I will create a volume with a data name inside the PostgreSQL folder, and I will attach this to varlib PostgreSQL data volume inside the container. The default port of Postgres is 5432. That I will use the same port for my local machine, and then I will define some environment variables in y. Variables, one of them is the Postgres database name, and the second one is Postgres user. I'm going to use root user, and now I will define a password for this user. We finished the DB service configuration. pgadmin is a web-based GUI tool used to interact with the Postgres database sessions, both locally and remote servers as well. Now I'm going to define a service with pgadmin name, and I'm going to use the page pgadmin for image. I want to give its container a pgadmin name, and then let's define ports. The default port of pgadmin container is port 80, but I want to map it to port 5050 to use pgadmin locally. So let's map 5050 port to 80 port of container. The pgadmin container depends on DB service, so let's define depends on attribute and set db to it. Don't forget to set pgadmin default email and password using environment attribute, and okay, pgadmin default email. I'm going to use my email, and let's define a password for this user. I'm going to use password as password. So I think we finished the pgadmin service configuration. After Docker Compose configuration, we need to apply some changes to the environment file. And please open the .env file in your Laravel project. And in this file, we should change database configuration. For example, make sure to change DB connection to PGSQL. There is no need to change DB host, it's DB like before. And also we need to change port to 5432, which is the port of Postgres. The next thing that I need to do is change a PHP's Docker file because I need to install PGSQL and PDO PGSQL plugins that will let me to use Postgres in Laravel project. So go to the Docker file inside your PHP directory and copy all these lines of code. You don't need to memorize all these lines. This is just some configuration that will let us install necessary plugins to use Postgres in Laravel. So the configuration is finished. Now let's go to the projects directory and build our services using Docker Compose build command. Our services are building. After finishing building, let's run the project using Docker compose up-d. So go to the port 80 of your local host. You should see the landing page of Laravel like my browser, and then let's go to the port 5050. You should see the pgadmin panel. Yes, I want to enter default email of pgadmin and the password that I've set in the Docker Compose file. Yes, save my password. This is a list of your servers. We need to create new server with server 1 connection. Our host is DB. The port is 5432 and username password and the save password. Yes. Okay. Name. Password honey, yeah, awesome. DB general server 1 and the Postgres. Sorry, my username for database is root. We should use the database username. Yeah. I've created a server of 1 and it's the list of databases. We have a blog database. Let's go to the tables list. It's empty. So let's go to the project directory and go to the projects directory, and inside the src directory of your project, run this command to migrate your tables: docker compose execute app php artisan migrate. Now you should see the list of your tables after refreshing the pgadmin. Here you are. This is the list of your tables, and you have all of them. So don't forget that you can run all Laravel commands just by docker compose execute app php artisan command. For example, php artisan make model, make controller, and blah blah blah. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned a lot from it. Please don't forget like this video and feel free to leave me a comment and share your thoughts with me. See you soon!